Assalamualaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is IIUMTV Coffee O'Clock. Take a sip, take a seat. Today we are going to discuss very important and crucial topic. And we are having our special guest today. Welcome, Brother Muqri, joining us.
Hi and hello to everyone.
Thank you, and we are more than happy to have you today. And we would love if you can introduce and enlighten our guests and our viewers about your background, please.
Okay, so hi, my name is Muqri and Muqri Bin Kamaruzan. I'm from Student Union. Right now, I am the program manager of Save Our River initiative that we have worked on for months actually, and yeah, and in Student Union, I am from the Office of President.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for that introduction. I would like to ask you regarding the River of Life in IIUM. May I know what is the problem exactly in our river?
Okay, so I just want to correct the topic though. So it's actually the River of Life in IIUM is actually a flagship we call RL. So this actually is about how the Save Our River initiative wants to actually fully rehabilitate and mitigate the river. So what's wrong with the river? Well, actually, as you guys know, the river is actually dirty or sedimented with sands, as you see right now especially in Complex Bridge, you know. And why? Why does it happen like that? Because of the excessive sand minings happening outside the boundaries of IIUM. So there's, I'm not sure is it illegal or legal? But there have been mining sands outside the boundaries, and then the sands from that project overflowed into our river stream, and then causing our river to be shallow and not suitable for the aquatic life.
Oh, okay. Since we are talking about the sands, I think this is a crucial thing to be discussed again. And I would like to ask you, since we are having a lot of sand, as you can see, is like making that shallow, and that is increasing the level of the water when we are having a heavy rain. So what should we do? To whom should we report? To which authorities? Can we know more about that?
Okay, so for that situation, so yeah. The river itself is shallow right now because it cannot hold any more water because of the sands. For any authorities, I would say for the river itself, we have development divisions, okay, a division under IIUM management, and then the IIUM development division will work together with DBSB or Daya Bersih, and then they will collaborate together to monitor the situation of a river, and then if we have something to do or we want to work on, we go through them with them.
So you are working closely with the
management?
Yeah,
I'm working closely with development and also DBSB.
Okay, okay, that's totally great. So let me highlight one thing here because a lot of people are mentioning this river and how to protect it, or what is the advantage exactly of protecting such a river and not making that pollution in the river? So you may give some enlightenment in here.
So what do we get actually from taking care of the river? So basically, the river itself is like the life of how the civilizations have developed around the river. Egypt, Mesopotamia. So yeah. Giving us that we are lucky to have a great river, Sungai Pusu, flow into our campus. I think the obvious one is actually to take care of inside IIUM we have the Islamic university. We enhance or empower the students to practice or enhance the Islamic preservations of the nature, and then through that, we help the students and also the community to practice Islam more, and also we make the river pretty.
Okay, fair enough. I think caring about the environment, caring about the community, it's what you are advising and telling. So, okay, I want to know exactly, and I think many of our viewers also would love to know who is in charge of the river. And do the students have some need to fulfill some need to report or to do any kind of things to the authorities? Who's in charge of the river itself?
So as I mentioned before, it's the development divisions, and also development division through DBSB. DBSB is the the one you see wearing the green and white shirts, cleaning all the cleaning inside our campus. We go through them, we work with them. We have been working for months actually, and then we have received reports from the students, complaints in Twitter, Instagram as well. So yeah, it is the initiated. This initiative is done by the student union because we received that reports, and then we want to take actions, to actually fully rehabilitate and taking care of the river, because we don't want any more further damage to that. So yeah, we need to action. We took actions, and then that's why I'm here now.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming here and explaining all these important details. I think it's need to be discussed. It needs to be shared with everyone because it's a knowledge sharing. Okay, we are coming to the point of knowledge. So who is playing the important role in enriching the knowledge in the people, in the students? Who's taking care of that in our university?
To enhance, enriching the students, I would say it's everyone actually. It's all the students, all the clubs, all the MRCs, and then especially us in the Save Our River initiative, we have worked a lot to empower the students. We have done booths during back in the short semester, I think around in July or August, we opened a booth we call during Global Clean Up Conference we had in IIUM before in ICC. We opened a booth to fully to further educate the community, not just the students, and also outside communities about the river, about the situation of our river, because we want them to know that the river situations need to be taken care of, and it's everyone's job actually to take care of the river, and that's it.
Okay, but sharing the knowledge exactly. Should be done by the student union or by the university or everyone in general? Is there any specific authority that should focus on that sharing knowledge part?
If technically on the technical part, let's say the goodness or bioindicator of our river, that will be under River of Life IIUM. Yeah, because we have the experts there, the lecturers from KUE, College of Engineering, the lecturers from specifically inside of the Department of Civil Engineering. Yeah, they know more about the technical part of the river, and we actually done a river tour before, a river tour where we bring a certain group of students, okay, then we bring them to the outstretch of the Sungai Pusu inside of our university, and then the instructor will briefly explain them about the river, what's the problem actually, how to take care of the river, what's the bioindicator, all the technical part, the civil stuff.
Okay, that's interesting. But let us talk more about how is the part of or how you evaluate the awareness that is happening with the students. I mean, like if you can rate it in a percentage, I mean, like you can say 50% of the students are aware of the river and how is the situation is going in the river itself. So maybe you can enlighten us in that part. If there is any numbers also can be shared, that will be helpful for our viewers.
Okay, so I think the feedback, I will take my feedback through the programs that we have conducted. So we did a sand scooping, where we basically, the sand scooping is actually not us cleaning the river, because that will be impossible, that there are like 1,000 tons of matrix per ton inside the campus, so it will be impossible. It's actually a gimmick, a gimmick to show the students how sedimented our river is with the sands. So yeah, through that program, we received like the moments the program ended, some of the participants asked the organizing committee, when are you going to do it again? So yeah, I think I couldn't give number, but from that feedbacks, I think the students would like, especially the students inside IIUM and also the staff actually, the lecturers, the officers or any department, they will want to actually go down inside the river and then just take scoop anything or taking trash out.
They are happy with that.
Yeah, they're actually happy doing that, and come to my surprise actually.
Okay, okay. So I have seen that, and it was really interesting when you can see the students, the management, and everyone is joining. I would like to ask one question here regarding the student union. How do you feel when Tansiri Rector by himself, he's joining the program and he's helping also in trying to clean the river?
Very interesting.
Yes.
The Tansiri Rector himself was very, I would say, supportive. Because he loved sustainability, right? So yeah, being able to the initiative or this project wanted to the main objective is obviously to revive the river. So Tansiri Rector himself was very supportive. He we went to few meetings with him, and then he was like, okay, just do whatever you want, as long as it's for the benefits of our river.
Okay, I think that's really interesting to have that kind of supportive management, sharing everything with the students and even going down so generally speaking, we have a lot of questions to be asked. So I think, if I may excuse me, that we have to go for a commercial break right now. Stay tuned with us. Thank you. Welcome back again to our show, Coffee O'Clock, take a sip, take a seat. Okay, welcome back, Brother Muqri, and I would like to continue our discussion that is interesting, and we would love to hear more of the insights that you had, and we would love to ask you this question. Many people are keep talking about the priority in terms of capturing or tackling some of the issues in our university. Some people might say that why we are focusing on the river itself, and some people think that we have other issues and it's kind of essential one too to be focused on. So we have other administrative issues, educational issues, some international student issues and stuff. What do you think about that? Should we focus on the river or should we focus on other things, or both? You can enlighten us on that.
I understand the part that we have other issues like you mentioned, but the student union is big, you know, and also the student union working together with the university management. That is like one powerful thing actually. So, in my opinion, I think if we have a lot of manpower and that organizations, so why not do like, you know, do all the stuff that can bring benefits to the students, because taking care of the river is actually our job, because if not us, who else wants to do it, right? So pushing the university management is not like, of course they want like to, you know, take care of the river, but you know, just they need like, you know, a little push to that, just like, you know, the visa issues. I respect you for that. But for priorities, I would say like, of course, the visa issues, I will say that is the utmost priority. I understand there's international students. We have many international students here inside IIUM. And then the food issues, what else? Educations, you know, the to stretch of syllabus, right? The UNGS and everything. But like I say, if we can, you know, cater everything in during this tenureship of student union, as long as we are here students in IIUM, so why not do that, right?
So you mean you can focus on many issues at the same time, and the student union is not having kind of specific initiatives that they will focus on, and they will prioritize one over another. So that's what you are mentioning.
I don't put it like, I don't mean it like that. I mean like like I say, the student union is big. We have many offices inside student union. So if like one office focus on one thing, and then the other office focus on other things, so why not do that? And then maybe one office can help the other office, and then we do together. For at the end of the day, we do that for the betterment of the students and also the staff and also the community on itself. And our project actually benefited the people outside of the IIM community as well.
Oh.
And yeah, because the river just not inside of campus, but also it stretches along the, you know, all the kampungs, Villa Bestari, Kampung Sungai Pusu, all the villages outside. It affects them also. And then the student union stretches or holistically cater everything, inshallah, I would say. That what we are hoping for.
Okay, that's great. But I want to highlight this point exactly. If let's say that we are the river is not only in IIUM, it's connected with outsiders too. So tell me more about what is the response by the people outside. How do they perceive the idea of helping the river, and are they cooperative with whatever student union is proposing and, you know, doing this kind of initiative? Tell us more about that.
Okay, so basically we had a roundtable discussion. You were there, right?
Yeah,
you were there also.
Yeah, maybe some of our viewers were not there.
Maybe some of our viewers were there also. We had a roundtable discussions last short semester 3, where we basically invite all the stakeholders, the, you know, Ketua Kampung, you know Ketua Kampung, the head of
the villages.
The villages. We invited them. And then we discussed alongside with ROL, the University Management Development Division was there, DBSD was there, the director himself was there. We discussed everything. We, you know, pour out everything, all your concerns, all your, you know, worries and all. And then we listened them, we heard them, and then we are trying to help them. But you know, it's taking a lot of process, and we don't have that much of manpower inside the initiative, but you know, I will assure you that things are working.
Things are working.
You know, slowly but surely.
Okay, that's great. So, what do you think in terms of the, what do you say, the, how can you convince more people to focus on the river? For example, are you using the media, some of the government authorities, in terms of helping this idea to be spread, you know, the awareness part? Is the media talking about this river initiative?
Okay, so the thing about...
Yeah, are you trying to do that?
Okay, we tried to do that actually, but fortunately we didn't like really succeed. We did invite them, you know, a lot of media outlets, news outlets, but we didn't really succeed. But one, because the media was it was during the elections, so the media was focusing on the elections instead of us.
Okay.
But I think if not because of election, I think that would come, because if you remember last time, our campus was actually featured in a news outlet on the the Hashas pond, the pond between Hashas and education.
Yes.
Yeah. The last time it was overflowed with water, right?
Yes.
So it was featured inside the news. So yeah, the media actually cared about the river, but it was just the timings was wrong. But we do have other stuff as well. We contacted the ministry. They call it CASA previously during the last tenureship of government, which is Kementerian Alam Sekitar dan Air, which is Ministry of, I think, Nature. It's just something about nature lah, the ministry. We did contact them, and then they came here. We are preparing a proposal for them to help us to give a budget or anything, or maybe a hand in cleaning the river. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So
and also through media, of course.
So you agree that media actually has kind of
yeah, media actually has that kind of interest in us, but just the timing was wrong, and we also invited, but we also invited IIUM today actually, that our project was covered in the news, but given that IIUM today is local in the campus, we couldn't get that much audience, but we'll try more to further reach the news outlet outside.
Okay.
And then maybe it can give us more audience and more coverage, and then a lot of people can benefit from that as well.
Okay, okay. I think that's pretty already good, with a lot of information has been given by Brother Muqri. And I would like to highlight one thing. As you can see here, that our Tansiri rector, and when the new management came, they were focusing more on the SDGs and the United Nations goals. So maybe how is that affecting the initiative itself, because it also cares about the sustainability part. So is there more focus because the university, it has its own direction, and is the student union itself following what is the university doing in terms of the vision and the mission and so on and so forth? So that's actually correlated, it's really related, and then we can highlight that part if the student union has a say on it.
As you mentioned, as we all know, the IIUM is one of the few universities that implemented the sustainable development goals, and then through two part of the SDG, which is SDG 6, which is clean water for all, clean water and sanitation for all, and also SDG 14, which is life below water. So through that two SDG, we are trying to implement and practice the sustainable development goals through that for 6 and 14. So what was the question again? Can you repeat the second half?
The second half is I want to highlight the part where we are having this vision and the mission of the university, and it's really related to the SDGs. And so yeah, is the student union following what is the university saying? Because course. you know what is the student union is all about. It's like an NGO, and it has its own mission and vision. And is there any kind of close communication in terms of helping that one?
Yeah, of course, we empower the both of the university aims, which is through the SDG sustainability, and then we highlighted the two SDGs, and then they were actually very open to that. Because yeah, at the end of the day, they were the ones that implemented the SDG, so we have to follow them. And then when we proposed that inside the proposal, and then they were very happy.
They will care more.
Yeah, they wanted to care more. That's why the rector was actually very supportive of that initiative.
Okay, thank you so much, Brother Muqri. I think what you are already have enlightened us with about the student union initiative, and it's exactly how closely you are working with the university. But still we have a lot of questions, so I want our audience to stay along with us and stay tuned for the other questions. Thank you so much. Welcome back again to our show today, Coffee O'Clock by IIUMTV. Take a sip, take a seat. We have again our brother Muqri to discuss a lot of things about River of Life in IIUM. We have discussed a lot of things regarding the student union, how they are working closely with the management, how is the collaboration between the student union and the management, how they are following the mission and the vision, how is the media is being involved in that kind of discussion. So now let's talk more about what is exactly it's happening in our university, specifically for the SDGs. As we can see here, there are a lot of USRA in action, and sometimes some students, frankly speaking, that they would like to say that they are being forced to take this kind of SDG courses, and how is that going to affect them. So here is the question to our brother Muqri. What do you think the effectiveness of these kind of classes? Enlighten us.
To be honest, as a student myself, I took like the SDGs part, SDG subject during my first semester. The effectiveness, I see, it's more on actually educating the students. You don't actually do project or for that subject unless it's USRA in actions. But we actually discuss about this if we want to revise the syllabus for the SDG part to be taken or submerged with USRA in actions, perhaps, and then the students then can do more projects, because USRA in action we have many projects, many teams, from entrepreneurships, law, Islamic backgrounds or anything, and then maybe one of the USRA in action teams or topics could be about the river. So yeah, I think it is one thing about the university management that that the syllabus needs to be revised. As mentioned, the SDG or UNJS subject needs to be submerged with the USRA in action subject, and then in that way, all the students, because SDG is UNJS subject is mandatory university requirement subjects, right? Will participate more, to encourage more, to empower them more, to help revive our river, and then producing a more river care students, because that is we are hoping for the students inside our university.
Okay, so in terms of what I want to highlight here is like the Usra in Action itself, it's helping the community engagement part. And I think maybe we hear from you and your point of view. Is that helping directly when you are talking about such an idea, let's help the river? Because like after a long discussion in this Usra of Actions about helping the community engagement programs and so on, how is that going to affect the student? And to tell them that, because we might have this problem currently, the river of life, but next time we might have another issue. Will the student be ready to focus on other issues, or it needs also long time awareness in that kind of things? What do you think?
I think because the students go in and also go out. When we're done here, we're done, and then the new students come in, and then when I see the syllabus needs a reform, I think it will affect all the students through all ages from first year up until fourth year. They will be able to cater more, and then as I said, the Usra Nation, we have many teams and also topics. As myself, students, I'm taking Usra Nation 2 this semester. We are doing the project, and then let's say the topic is about river. They can do anything. They can do river cleanup. They can do awareness campaign through social media, through posters posted around the campus. And then I myself is advising a section in Usra Nations. They are actually doing a river project right now under, if you know, Prof Ma'an. Under Prof Ma'an, Usra Nations 1. So yeah, they are right now focusing on the river from KUE, Kuliah for Engineering. So yeah, if everything inside of Usra Nation is revised, I think all the students will benefit from that. All those, I had some complaints, they were happy with Usra Nation because, it's a lot of projects and already...
They are not happy.
Yeah, they are not happy because, they are always busy with other subjects. But, that's the thing about university life. We do projects, we do here, we do that. At the end of the day, we get the benefits ourselves and we produce more, more good students, I say.
So okay, just following your part, which is you just mentioned that we are having this subject as a Usra in Action. Do you think it should be compulsory, optional? Like this is all the time people question that part. Why they are forcing us to take this kind of subject just to let us focus on any other community engagement or the river of life initiatives and stuff. So what do you think? Should be compulsory or optional?
I would say I think it's supposed to be optional. It's supposed to be optional, but if we do optional courses for them, they wouldn't take it. Because that's why it was compulsory for them, because the university is at the end of the day, it's an education place, right? So we want to educate them whether they want it or not. That's my my humble opinion on that.
Okay. I think that's good enough. But let me hear from you more about what are the initiatives that is happening in our university. You can mention from the student union or from specific clubs in our university who is helping the student union. Who does the student union appreciate the most?
Okay, so we're just not behind those. We have been working actually for months. We don't actually just sand scooping everything, because that will not actually solve the problem obviously. So we have been working with development divisions and also DBSB, as I mentioned, Daya Bersih. Development division through DBSB, they open tender. Open tender? They call for contractors or company to come into UIA and then, do a mega scale cleaning. They will bring machineries and everything to inside of IIUM to actually, clean up the river. So if you do from that, I myself went to the meetings, and we elaborated or what do you say? We talk or we meet them. We meet with the contractors. We evaluated them.
Wow.
We evaluated. We have through DBSB, they had like 8 contractors that proposed their projects. But only like
to solve the issue.
Yeah, to solve the 8 contractors proposed, but actually 6 came, and then we evaluated those 6, And then from those 6, we chose 3 of them. We shortlist 3 of the contractors. And from that 3, we are right now choosing one of the best one to actually come inside UIA and bring all the machineries, all the stuff to do the mega scale project and clean all the sands inside the river.
Okay, okay. That's really nice.
So
I didn't expect that.
I hope like the society or the community wouldn't like, what are we doing with the sand scooping? It's not actually solving the problem, but behind the doors, we are actually trying to bring in all the things that actually work on. The sand scooping is actually on the short-term measure, I would say, to just empower the students more
and to show some careness.
Yes, to show some careness. Yes, correct.
Okay, okay, that's pretty nice. To be honest, I was thinking about the same thing.
Yeah.
Why the student union or the university they are doing sand scooping? I don't think that is that much helpful. But never mind. Let's talk about how the more solutions should be there any kind of policy done by the university management or by any outsider like the government to protect the river?
I mean, it's good to have policies, but to protect the river, I would say the policy should be under the ministry. Yeah, so there should be a policy that prohibits any illegal projects or any projects that can cause effects on us inside the university especially. So yeah, as I mentioned, the current condition of our river is not because of IIUM community, remember that, not because of IIUM community, but the people outside of IIUM. And then the policy should restrict them, the people, to not do any wrongdoings, any illegal things, anything that can affect us inside of IIUM, because it's very dangerous, right?
Okay, thank you so much, Brother Muqri. And I would like to highlight last question, if still we have some time. So what we can say here is like, why do the majority of the people, they don't care, about the environment, about whatever you are mentioning? Okay, so why? And just mention it in one word.
Why they don't care about the river?
Yes, about the river or the environment generally, protecting that one. Just 1 minute. I am being questioned about the time.
Okay, so in one word?
One word.
Can I
okay. Okay. One sentence.
They don't care because they are not empowered or enhanced or,
So we need empowerment.
Yeah, I mean empowerment.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, sure. Thank you so much, Brother Muqri. I think you just mentioned the great point, which is the empowerment part. So I think we are reaching our closing time. And here we are discussing a big issue, which is the river of life in IIUM. We are having a lot of issues is going on in the university. And here we are having the opportunity to discuss one of the important issues. And we are having a great host today, Brother Muqri, to share all the knowledge from the student union perspective and how they were cooperating with the university. I would like to say again, please make sure that our environment is us and we are the environment, because we are connected. And if we are letting that just go like that, we will be affected for the long term. So, last but not least, I hope everyone follow our social media in IIUMTV. We are having our Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and TikTok. So please, you can see it in our what do you call it, at the bottom of the screen. Please follow our social media, and we are hoping to see you soon again. Thank you for watching and listening carefully, and I hope this kind of knowledge that has been shared is going to be implemented in reality, not just a talk that we are discussing, and not only a coffee o'clock, but it's also action that is helping our community. Thank you again, Brother Muqri and the Student Union, and I would say this is Abdurrahman Ba'akil with you. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.